space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate. And guess what? They're in the lead now.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
You're not going anywhere, man. What are you doing? You can't get past me. Try that to the other side. Not this side.
This time Wilson will throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
From the gun on third, Watson. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down now after the incompletion. And up comes to Hyde. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards in the red zone this time. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here we go. Black round.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now Wilson on 2nd down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Ellington. Oh, shifty. Whoa. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. faking the give. Now Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
This is Miller. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Wilson forced out to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
Yeah, a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a run with Hyde. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And here comes the Texans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Ohio!
On 1st down, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And now here's a carry heading left. A beautiful fake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as time expires in the 1st half, and the Texans continue to pour it on. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So we have, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, Hyde looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks, but you got to slow them down a little bit.
And look at this. It's a fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from the U, Rayshon Jenkins. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch in. Watch in. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Man left, man left. Come on, let's go. What? Ohio. Ohio.
Hopkins, the man in motion right.
10. Dash.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards.
3-3. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
Here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. first down, it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Texans add on. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. A toss play. This is high. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now it's Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Bernardrick McKinney in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's John Ryan now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Ellington now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsell? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air. Watson on second down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Ohio! Ohio! You got tight. You got tight right there. Come on, let's go.
Miller in motion right. They'll toss it to Miller. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a first down throw. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Gotta go, in and out. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hey, that is right. Watch that in.
Flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round.
Yes.
Come on, let's go. Flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round. Ohio.
After the interception, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Watson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start the drive with Hyde. Now he'll be shoved to the turf that time. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He finds his running back, Hyde. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
3 down. 380. Check. 55 fight. Check. 55 fight. On that.
From the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Time left. Here we go.
Watson's going to throw it here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Houston, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.